Hello again. This is Karen. Okay, an update. And this is going to be about my lab work that I got with my wellness check on January 27th. I want good news. I broke my stall this month. I'm down to this morning weight was 232. That's 8 pounds this past few weeks. So I'm thrilled. So starting to lose weight again. Husband's still down 17 pounds and he's doing well. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, there's a lot of videos about Carnivore and Lab Work. And as many of you know that, of course, your LDL is going to be high on Carnivore. And we'll get into that a little bit. I am giving you the best link on YouTube for Ginny Mitchett. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And it will be in the description below. She goes through her lab works and what they should be. So I did not, I'm missing lab work. I got the flu 2-3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, just Tuesday. And yes, on Carnivore, you do get sick. So, but the last 2 times I had this flu, I had gotten ear infections, which I didn't this time. I didn't get a sore throat. I got a dry throat, but I didn't get a sore throat. I had some congestion the second week, a drippy nose, but it wasn't one of those flood where I had to have a tissue all day long and go through a whole box of Kleenexes in one day. It's just been basically a slow drip. And I only had to take Benadryl one day. Big improvement as far as getting the flu. And of course this flu is clear across the nation. So anyhow, so I didn't get additional blood work. We'll get into what else I know I need and that I'm going to get that I thought I would have by now, but I'm going to wait another week or 2 before I get that because of having been sick. So first off, and on my appointment, my blood pressure went totally down to normal. Today it's up to 147/70. Check my here. 145/92. That's the first time in 3 weeks that it's been that high. So I don't know what that contributes to that. I did bowl today, and it was normal this morning. So I'm not sure. I did have a lot of salt today, so I don't even know if that has anything to do with it. So anyhow, it's the first time in 20 years, at least over 20 years, that my blood pressure has been 120/80, or 120 or something, or 117/78, or so my blood pressure is normalizing. So I'm really great about that. But before it been going anywhere between 150s over 65, believe it or not, to 150s over 110. My diastolic, I was told when I had my heart checked out 6 years ago that had nothing to do with anything, but didn't believe it. And when I did research, that yeah, they know that sometimes there's issues with the diastolic with your heart. I went in when I went in to get surgery on my eyes. They found a heart murmur. They did a cardioechogram. Found nothing. Went to the cardiologist so I can clear from my eye surgery, and the cardiologist, she cleared me. She said, whatever heart little murmur or whatever was off, it wasn't anything to worry about. So the doctor did not give me all the labs I requested. I told him about my vitamin D deficiency in the past. He did not give that. Medicare will cover it. So he ghosted me. My doctor ghosted me. So I was not happy about that, and I forget what else. But I did tell him that I was taking vitamin D, and maybe he didn't. I don't know. It kind of upset me. So miffed me, not upset me, but miffed me. So because when I went into the phlebotomist, I said, well, why am I getting the rest of these tests? So she wouldn't. Okay. My CBC results, everything was really great. My hemoglobin 1 and hematocrit was just a point high. The range is 3.0 to 4.0, and mine was 4.9 on the hematocrit. And then my hemoglobin was 15.6, and normal highest range is 15.5. Not worried about it. That's from eating meat, I'm sure. So that means my red blood cell count was high. So not going to worry over these little small, wasn't that high, not that much high over normal. So my glucose was 98. Normal, they say, is 70 to 99. You want it to be under 100. Under 90 is even better. My kidney function was 74. It's best if it's above 100. It was considered low, but I do have cysts on my kidneys, so I was not surprised about the kidney function. So that was one of the things to get on carnivore. One of the reasons to stay on it, rather, when I found out it could help. Let's see. My AST1 came in good. My ALT came in okay. You want to keep both of those under 20. So mine was 13 and 17, so they were both under 20. So that was good. My lipid panel, my cholesterol, of course, was high. They wanted under 200, and mine was 235. No surprise there. So my triglycerides was 85. They wanted under 150. So my triglycerides are just fine. HDL was 52. Um, so, so you want it above 50, and that's what it is. So my Turkish heights, you want to keep it under 100 on carnivore, and mine was 85. Um, to what you want to do is take the total of your triglycerides and divide it by your HDL. When you do that, you want to be under 2.0. When I did that formula, I ended up with a 1.63. So when it comes to my cholesterol, I'm doing good, even though they say it's high. So they the lab here says I'm at risk. My risk ratio is 3.15. So I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. My TSH, third generation, all it is you're taking your T4. My thyroid level was borderline. I was recommended to go on a low cholesterol diet. I mean, when you lose 33 pounds now, I've lost. Triglycerides are better. All the things that have gotten so much better, the doctors told me to keep doing what I was doing. But if he sees that, okay. Yeah, my T4, let's see, was 4.620. It's high. It should be 2 or less. So my thyroid, I did start taking iodine, I think the 6 weeks into carnivore. I knew I was going to have a thyroid issue. I just had that intuition. I did add selenium. That was one of the things recommended for thyroid. I will get a complete thyroid panel, which is $106. Like I said, after I get over, I'm still a little bit on that little sinus stuff. So I think in another 2 to 3 weeks, I'll get a full thyroid panel, which includes Hashimoto disease antibodies. Let's see if I have them. So it will include that, and also my A1C and some of the other tests. So it was recommended in 4 to 6 months have a thyroid reassessment. Not going to worry about it. So those are my basic lab works for my wellness check. I'm not going to get the vitamin D count test. That's $40-something, and I'm taking vitamin D anyhow, so I'm not going to worry about that. And the next time I go in for a wellness check, I'll make sure my doctor doesn't ghost me on that test. So that's it. So there will be another video in a few weeks on the other tests that I'm going to pay for myself and get. So tomorrow my walking pad is going to come. I will do a review on my walking pad. My yogurt maker came this afternoon. I will be making the L Ruderi and seeing how that's going to work out. My face is no longer peeling, drying out, going through the itchy stages anymore. I'm very pleased about that. Just not having that dry, flaky, and then it seems like it's almost back to normal, then it gets dry again and flakes, and no more of that. So I am progressing. This is progressing. the rosacea. I'm not the only one on carnivore. So if you have rosacea, stick it out on carnivore. It is worth it. It's horrible to go through the detox. It's horrible to go through the dry skin and the healing and the itchiness. Plus, I had it's kind of like psoriasis stuff too through here. So that was really itchy. So all the issues that I had, it's been worth still staying on carnivore. I have, with my weight loss kicking in, I'm glad I didn't give up. I didn't get discouraged, and I hung in there. It's been worth everything. Now that I've lost 34, my husband is starting to notice. He said my face is thinner. And the biggest thing is I feel the weight off of me, which I never did before. I never got low enough to feel like my stomach was flatter. I didn't feel any different. So with the inflammation gone, having lost the weight, and it's not just because my clothes have gotten looser, it's I actually feel lighter. That's a good feeling. Where before when I went up during COVID to 300 pounds, I really didn't feel it. And I didn't feel it when I got back down to 250. Didn't feel it. Couldn't tell the difference. Now I can tell the difference. So that's just this week, really noticeably feel that weight off of me. Okay, I'm going to end here. That's my lab work. Look for the links below. And I will do another video next week, maybe in a few days, on how the L. reuteri came out. And in fact, I'll wait a week of eating it and seeing if there's any therapeutic value to it. And I will also have a link to that. All right. That's it for now. May God bless. Have a good night, good day, wherever you are in the world. Thank you.